Okay, welcome everybody to another Hollow One League. We're going to be running this through today. Pretty much the same list as I've been playing before. Just kind of waiting for Monday's banned and restricted announcements. I thought I'd give this give this another run through. Wouldn't expect to play against much Breach, as I think that is probably on the chopping block on Monday. But the only change I've made is I've taken out a Damping Sphere and a Sweeper for a couple of Anointment with Affliction. I think I got this idea again from Krista, who plays a lot with the deck. You can find her on Twitter. But yeah, Anointment with Affliction seems like a good answer to things like Frog and Ketramos. So yeah, got a couple of those in. So yeah, not much more to say about the deck really. I've gone over it a couple of times in other videos. I've played this quite a couple of times, so you can go and find those if you're interested in the back catalogue of videos on the channel. But thanks everyone for tuning in, and a huge thanks to everyone that's subscribed. Gonna do the usual spiel of playing quite a lot of Modern at the moment, just getting ready for Modern season. I've also been fortunate enough to be accepted into Manatraders Content Creator Program. So if you're interested in getting into Magic Online with Manatraders, that's what I use. And there is a code and an affiliate link in the description below. And yeah, I think that's all of the kind of admin out of the way. So we're going to play first here in round one. This is an interest. I mean, we're definitely keeping this. So we have an option here to go for Burning Inquiry on one and hope to put Hollow One into play. I think I'm not going to do that. I think, given that we've got these two Bowmasters, I think I'm going to play this hand a little bit slower. Just play out the Nethergoyf, because Nethergoyf, if we choose to Burning Inquiry this coming turn, Nethergoyf might be as big as a Hollow One. Okay, that's pretty good, because now we just get to... there's no point in doing anything here, because if we just Bowmaster the Ocelot Pride, Nethergoyf is still a 0-1, so we'll just pass the turn. Looks like energy. Bowmaster with Burning Inquiry is very good into energy. Okay, Goblin Bombardment, so we're just going to kill the Pride before that happens. Now here it really depends on what we draw. If we draw another land, it's just Bowmaster's Burning Inquiry. It's not. So I think I'm just gonna attack here. Maybe I was meant to Burning Inquiry. I think I'm gonna hold up Bowmasters though. Get to hold up Bolt as well. See what they go for. Could be a Flage. Guide of Souls. And an Ajani. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is go ahead and bolt the Ajani. Trouble is, they can kill our Bowmaster, which is a little bit annoying. I think we'll let all this resolve. Goblin Bombardment is a good answer to what we're trying to do here. I think I'm just going to play out the second Bowmasters, and I am going to try and kill this Cat Warrior. They're going to sack it in response to kill a Bowmaster, but they won't want to flip the Ajani, I wouldn't have thought. And then this coming turn, we're just going to try and machine gun down their board. Okay, they actually hit the Nethergoyf, which is kind of fine with us. And they flip the Ajani, but that's also good with us. So we could throw a lightning bolt at Ajani. If they kill one of these, we've still got 3 damage to put out. But yeah, let's just go kill the Ajani. And then Burning Inquiry. Good to draw the Phoenix as well. I would imagine the opponent will shoot one of our Bowmasters. Nope. Okay, so we'll put 2 damage there, 4 damage face. Obviously 2 of these won't resolve. We have managed to keep our hollow one. We put a Phoenix into the bin as well. Yep, they kill a Bowmaster. So our army isn't quite as large as we would have had, but we'll go ahead and attack for 6. And then just play the hollow one. Pass the turn. And then next turn we have a lot of power. We can definitely bestow 1 Phoenix. I think we'll be short on 2. We do have another Burning Inquiry as well, actually, although they can sacrifice the Ranger Captain. Okay, we just find a Lightning Bolt. So we could go Bolt here, they kill the Bowmasters, but that doesn't matter, they just take 9. I guess we'll go Burning Inquiry first. Doesn't really matter here. Yeah, so we can just go shoot here, here. Yeah, pretty much all roads led to Rome there. And then we've drawn on land, so we can bestow 2 Phoenixes because we put a Street Wraith into the graveyard. So yeah, good to draw our Bowmasters there. So yeah, sometimes I think with this deck we do want to play it a little bit slower, make sure we can go off. So I'm going to bring in the Rough Tumbles, probably the Annoyance. We want all the removal in. Can cut some Goblin Laws. And then, is that just it? Do we want to bring in these Annoyance? Like, are we just good enough at being faster than them? How good is things like Voidwalker? Let's bring in just 1 for a Voidwalker and see how that goes. Voidwalker's obviously good against Flage, but Annoyant also exiles Flage, so. Okay, we see a similar hand, a very similar hand here. We'll keep it. I think we're just going to do the same thing. See what they lead on. They lead on Ragavan. If we draw another hollow one, we'll Burning Inquiry. Oh, Mako. So Nethergoyf. Either way, we're probably going to need to trade with this. Definitely getting Blood Crypt. Could Burning Inquiry, because we've got these 2 Phoenixes and a hollow one. This is a 1/2. If they discharge that, I think I'm just going to play the Nethergoyf again. This could be an issue if they discharge the Goyf and then get in with Ragavan. But the upside is... Okay, they don't do that. Wouldn't be surprised to see them attack. So if we draw a land here, we're in really quite good shape. We don't. So now I think we're forced to Burning Inquiry. Still no land, unfortunately. But the Goyf is quite large. Play a hollow one. I don't think I'm going to attack here. We don't want the opponent just going block with cat, flip my Ajani, Opponent discarded Bombardment Prison. Okay, Guide of Soul is pretty good. They got 3 cards in hand. What you could do is drawing land. We have got 3 Phoenix. I probably will go for another. Okay, so I think we're just going to go for an Inquiry here because we have so many Phoenixes. We'd really like a land. Another Inquiry. Okay, no land still, but we do draw another hollow one. Again, I don't think I want to attack. Yeah, there's just kind of no. It's a bit of a weird one, but it's really not worth us attacking here. Kind of just staring at each other. Because if we attack, like we want to wait until we can sort of all out attack, sort of deal them enough damage that a Ajani flipping won't do too much. Another Guide of Souls is a problem. Because now they're just gaining loads of life. Okay, they flip their own Ajani, but we have drawn the Bolt. So they're going to 0 Ajani, deal 4 to a hollow one. And they get to attack. But it does grow the Goyf. Putting artifact in there. So we now have a 5/6. Okay, no attacks, which is odd. Okay, we draw a land, which is really nice. So I think we go shock this in. Phoenix onto a hollow one or onto a Nethergoyf. It will shrink the Nethergoyf. I think I'm just going to put it onto a hollow one. Get rid of, is that Rough Tumble? It is. So this is a reason for Rough Tumble. It lets you bestow the Phoenix with just 1 card. I'm going to hold up the Bolt. I'm just going to play a little bit of a control style game, I think. Attack Ajani. So we're probably just going to bolt a Guide of Souls now. But it's worth waiting because the Guide of Souls triggers are, I think they're called like reflexive or something. So here we can just bolt the Ragavan. We'll wait for them to pay the energy. So they have paid the energy, so we'll kill the Ragavan. And now we can Phoenix again, potentially. Okay, opponent plays a Flade, which is awkward because they have enough mana and cast to escape it next turn, and it's gaining them 5 life. I wonder if we can race it. So we've got, okay, there's another land. So there's not much point in play. I suppose we could play the Voidwalker, give it haste. But then the Nethergoyf does shrink, or does it? Can we get rid of it? No, I think we'd have to get rid of a hollow one. So the Nethergoyf would shrink by 1. I don't think we can bestow both. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. So we can bestow both Phoenixes here. I think. So they can go Flage, hit us down to 9. Attack with, they'll gain enough to attack us for 6. So we could block. This is a little bit of an awkward spot. So we have 11 power. If we put out a Voidwalker, bestow the Phoenix. So we could keep the hollow one. So if we get rid of, so we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So we can keep hollow one and one other type. So we keep hollow one, lightning bolt. Then nether goyf is we'd have land, artifact, creature. So it'd be big enough to survive Flage. There's an Arena of Glory in the bin. If they find another one, we're probably dead anyway. We could bestow both Phoenixes onto the hollow one instead. No, we want I think we want, oh, do we need to block is the question. Do we need to block? So if let's say they just go Flage, we go to 8. They can, yeah, we will be needing to block. So maybe that's not the play. I think I want to get Voidwalker in though. Remember, Voidwalker can't block. Maybe we're just meant to make a couple of huge blockers. So just bestow the Phoenix here. But then there's no point in playing the Voidwalker. Make a couple of huge blockers and then maybe go for it next turn. I think I'm going to bestow here. Exiling. I think we'll keep in. Let's get rid of Bowmasters, Burning Inquiry, Mako. Keep the looting, get rid of Bolt. Okay, so we have 12 power, but that's still not quite enough, especially seeing as they're going to gain some life from Flage. So we could bestow another Phoenix. So we go attack for 12, but then we die. I think what I'm going to do is just attack for 6. Attacking with hollow one here instead of the nethergoyf, because nethergoyf is big enough to survive a Flage hit and a Flage hit and a block from, if we block Guide of Souls. Annoyingly, doing this, I obviously should have surveilled, but yeah. Okay, so it looks like they are just going to play Flage. They go to 23. Flage is a bit of a problem for us. They gain 5 more life. And some energy. So they can give a load of stuff flying. Okay, we'll see what they do. We're dead to like Static Prison or something here. They might not attack. Okay, so they don't have any flyers. I doubt we can deal. Oh, that is a fantastic draw. So I think we just now get in with, again, we're just going to do the same thing. Yeah, same thing. Suppose I could play a Phoenix here, but kind of want to save it for a attack out of nowhere. Obviously, we're going to anoint before. We're going to do it in pre-combat, I think. Okay, they march of Otherworldly Light on Nethergoyf. We do still get the Phoenix. So yeah, we'll anoint the Flage here. Okay, so we do need to block, because they're going to put counters on, I would imagine, both Guide of Souls. That is a bit of a problem. Yeah. So now we block. If we block here, at least we trade with the cat. Or if we block here, we go to 3, and then we can... This one's a bit weird, because if we go block here, we go to 3, but then next turn this is dead, so we'd have to... We couldn't take a hit from this. If we go to 2 here, this creature is then lethal. We'd need to make 2 flyers, which we can do. Yeah, I think I want to kill that. Go to 2. Dead to another Flage. See what we draw. Okay, that's not very good. I think we're just forced to play out this Phoenix. We can hit them for some damage, but really depends what they've got here. Okay, just a land. So they're going to struggle to attack. Okay, looting's a good draw. I think we want to do that. We could go Voidwalker. I wonder if I meant to Voidwalker and just bestow the Phoenix and start getting in. I think I'd rather looting. Okay, so go discard this and this. We could go and get another basic swamp. I think I want the gas though. Play the Voidwalker and pass the turn. Opponent's got 1 card in hand. Maybe I should have bestowed to play around a removal spell. Opponent fetching in their upkeep. Okay, so they do find the discharge, so we are just dead. If I'd bestowed onto that, we would have been able to live, but yeah. Okay, so we'll go to game 3. Right, 4 lands here for round 3. I think I'm going to mulligan this. It does have 2 bolts in, which is good. It's another 1 lander, but it does have a Street Wraith. Yeah, we'll keep this. I think I'm going to bottom bottom bolt. Tough Eye kills everything and is a type 4. Nethergoyf if we find it. I think I am going to Burning Inquiry here. We could hold up Tarfire, but I think I just want to try and get a hollow one into play. Oh, that's rough. Okay, we do discard 2 of our opponent's lands and a Ajani. Next turn we can still go Nethergoyf, haste it with Phoenix. What do we have to get rid of? So you could do... I think I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go Nethergoyf, Stow Phoenix. Get rid of Street Wraith, Voidwalker. Make an 8/9 flyer. So despite losing our hollow one, we're still attacking for 8 in the air on turn 2. Opponent does attack. Keeping open 2 mana. They could have so they could have, what's it called? Thraben Charm. So I'm going to play the Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, it's good to loot it away, but if the opponent has the charm, I want to get in some damage, which you're able to do by putting a fetch land. Looks like it is going to be Thraben. Oh, that's even worse. Yuck. Okay. So now we'll go looting. Discard this and this. Then we get to play this for 1 mana. Then we get to surveil. So yeah, that wasn't great. Opponents at 11. Hopefully they don't have a Flage. Although if they Flage our Phoenix, we do at least get to make hollow on a 6/6. Okay, they do cast Flage. They target us. Makes sense. Okay, we'll surveil. Inquiry to the graveyard. Okay, so we'll loot that away. There's no Phoenix, so I think we'll just keep hold of the Bowmasters. Attack for everything. Opponent goes to 8. If they can get Flage into play, oh. So they were holding Arena of Glory. That was always going to be a risk. So now they get to hit us for, yeah, we're just dead. Okay, so yeah, things kind of, yeah. The March of Otherworldly Light was brutal. I thought it was going to be Thraben Charm. And then, yeah, I don't know, like everything that kind of could have gone wrong kind of went wrong. That is the risk, obviously, but you know, we discarded our hollow one on turn 1. Maybe I was meant to not play hollow one, but I think I was. We only had 1 land, but normally a good matchup, I think. But yeah, we'll keep going and play round number 2. Right, on the draw here, load of Nethergoyfs. And they're looting. Yeah, I think going Nethergoyf into Nethergoyf looting is, you know, it's a lot of power potentially by turn 2. So we're in for that one, I think. Flooded Strand. Not really what we wanted. Just gonna fetch Shock here, get all of our colours. Play another Nethergoyf and pass. Next turn we'll go, well, it depends what we draw obviously, but probably looting then Nethergoyf. Get ourselves the most information. Because if we draw a hollow one off of the, looting, we'll want to pay the 1 mana to get that into play. Okay, so it looks like it might be Frog. This matchup's pretty difficult. Depends which version it is. If it's Oculus, it tends to be easier because Leyline of the Void is a lot better against them. Okay, it's a Frog. Okay, so I'm going to cycle that first. Again, get as much information as we can before we invest any mana. Tarfire. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to go looting. Probably just discard 2 lands. So I don't think about forcing this. Okay, so we'll discard land. How much do we want this arena? Let's go land. We can attack with the Nethergoyf. And then we'll see if they block. If they block, we can Tarfire the Frog. Okay, so we're just going to play another Nethergoyf, put the pressure on. Because next time we can grow these Nethergoyfs by 2. Maybe I should have kept the land so that next time we could have gone Bowmasters. I'm going to block here if they want to discard their whole hand. Like, I think we're taking this trade. Like, they discard land, counterspell, force of negation in order to kill our Nethergoyf. They only have 1 card in hand now. Okay, so we could arena out a Mako. We could go arena both of all of this stuff. I think I'm just gonna attack. Do we want to attack for 5? So if I go Tarfire, they go to 14 and it's an extra couple points of damage. Or we could just play the Mako. I kind of want to hold up Bowmasters, but we can haste the Mako. I think I'm going to Tarfire them. Get the extra couple points in. They go to 9. They're going to fetch to 8. We have a 5/6 Nethergoyf. Then we can go for Mako. What we can do next turn is Mako and then flashback looting. Okay, they attack. I'm going to do this now. Okay, that does resolve, so I'm just going to shoot the opponent. I think I'm probably going to try and block. Got 5, 6, 7. I'm blocking. I think the fewer cards they draw, the better, probably. That they obviously need to put something out now. They might put a Murktide out, but it's not going to be huge. Oh, it's Oculus. Okay, smaller than Nethergoyf. So it is the Oculus version. Okay, Bolt. So I think we just go to combat. We could, if we haste the Mako and then looting, it would be a 4/4, so not big enough to tangle with the Oculus. We could, Okay, I think I'm just going to combat. I'm just going to attack with Nethergoyf. They're quite incentivized to block. Okay, they block there. So now, I wonder if I meant to escape a Nethergoyf. We could escape that, but it shrinks this below the Oculus, which is a problem. So I think I'm just going to go play the Mako. Pass. Do we want to play the arena? Play the arena. But it's got one card in hand. We do attack with both things. I think I'm just taking it this time. We get to Bowmaster them. They must have an answer to this Nethergoyf. I mean, they get to make a creature. Could just throw a lightning bolt at their face here. No, I think we'll hold on to the lightning bolt. Wouldn't mind finding a phoenix. Well, there's another lightning bolt. So I guess we'll just attack with everything. They must have a push. I think we just have to bolt. If they have if they have counter spell, we're dead. If they have, I think we just go for it now because there's no way they do anything else. Do they have the counter spell? You think they would have counterspelled the first one? Maybe not. Maybe they're afraid of another Bowmasters. Okay, well, we draw quite well and end up burning our opponent out. So against Oculus, we want all of these Leyline of the Voids. Going to bring in all of the Anoints as well. We'll take out the Goblin Laws. Bolt isn't great here. It's okay. I like all these cards. Don't know, maybe we still want to be quite aggressive. Tarfire's not at its best either. 2 more cuts. I like Voidwalker. Maybe trim. Do we trim a couple bolts? Think so. But do we want Thoughtseize? Probably not. I think this is fine. So we're really looking for Leyline of the Void in our opener. It's not. Weirdly, it doesn't tend to be as good against the normal Murktide. I say normal. I think it's more normal for it to be the other one, Oculus these days. Although it might be returning. I'm gonna keep this one. It hasn't got Leyline, but it does have a turn 1 guaranteed hollow one because we can go land, looting, Psycho Street Wraith. Okay, Voidwalker's good. We'll play the Blood Crypt. I think I'm just going to looting first. Because if we cycle Street Wraith, the opponent is probably more likely to force the looting. Okay, they force it anyway. That's okay. Like it's still a 2 for 1. They get rid of Consider. They got 4 cards left. Next turn. I don't know, we'll see what we draw. If we draw an untapped land, I'll probably just play the Voidwalker. That's a frog. Okay, yeah, I'll cycle first. Never Goif. Would I rather Burning Inquiry? I think I'm just going to Burning Inquiry now. Let's see. They could force this as well. They don't, and we do get to keep our hollow one. So I think we're going to go land. I'm going to get a basic swamp here. And just play the, well, yeah, I should have got basic mountain thinking about it. Yeah, should have got basic mountain, because if they harbinger with the cards in my hand, I'd much rather have, although basic mountain can't cast Goif, I suppose. Okay, spell bomb's interesting. If I go block, if I go block here, they discard all of their entire hand. Yeah, I'm surprised at this attack. Again, we're trading. Maybe I meant to just let them draw a card, but I don't think so. Like discarding, you know, discard count spell. They got 0 cards in hand. Are they going to crack the spell bomb now is the question, before we can get this Phoenix out. Okay, so I mean, I'm just going to go for the Phoenix right away, because I guess we could go fetch, try and haste the Voidwalker is better. This does give them the opportunity to change their mind. Like they get priority again, which is a little bit rough, but yeah, I shouldn't have done that, because although we do have the Street Wraith, I guess they. Oh no, yeah, no. So I've got a bit wrong here, because the opponent can obviously do that, and they need to do that to be able to draw a card, because otherwise the spell bomb is exiled. Yeah, that was dumb. I should have. I got a bit greedy. I should have just bestowed the Phoenix while we could. Yeah, I just a misstep, because the opponent correctly identifying that they needed to crack the spell bomb, because spell bomb is specifically when it's put into a graveyard you can draw a card. So yeah, it's no good. So yeah, we do miss out on quite a lot of stuff there. Getting the Phoenix into play and an extra 2 points of damage, and we waste a mana. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But at least that's the kind of thing I think that it's common enough that we can at least learn from that one. Just thinking more about what we should be doing, and what effect our cards will have with the opponent's board. The opponent's going to attack for 4. They do get a card. We may end up just losing to this frog, but we are attacking back for 1, 4, 5, 6 potentially. Okay, we draw a hollow one. I'm just going to cycle that. because that enables us. Well, it does. Okay, looting's really good. I'm gonna play the land, I think. I could counterspell this, but at least counterspell lets us bestow the Phoenix. Okay, well, I guess I'm just putting Phoenix, because we can't do both. I'd rather keep Phoenix in hand. Although Phoenix does grow the Goyf. Yeah, let's put the Phoenix in. What if they... Okay, we'll put a Phoenix on here. Get rid of Street Wraith looting. I mean, looting's good next turn. That's fine. That would be able to block the frog. Frog's a 4/5. Oh, actually, we need to be able to block frog here, because otherwise they can discard their entire hand and just kill us. So, don't know. We'll see what they do. If they counterspell this, we're just dead. No, we're not actually, because if they counterspell this, they can't discard the counterspell to the nether to kill us. What they can do is dump the whole hand and just kill our nether Goyf, but then we get left with the Phoenix. I'm considering of this one. So yeah, we see Unearth chilling in the graveyard, so it's that version. Okay, so they do counterspell that. But that means we have counterspell up now with our Voidwalker. So they've got 7 damage next turn. We can attack for 6. Are we likely to be able to attack for more than that? I think we're just going for an attack here. So yeah, the opponent can hit us for 7. They shock into 8, which is interesting. A little bit surprised at that. I guess they must have... Oh, they got Oculus. Yeah, it looks like they got Oculus. Maybe I should have held up counterspell for that, but I don't think so. I think we just wanted to get to push damage. If we can somehow bestow 2 Phoenixes, we're still a little short with the Voidwalker. Ooh, pest control. Okay. Depends what we draw, because we got some good draws here. So Bowmasters is good. We can bestow a Phoenix on the Voidwalker, but only 1. What's the opponent? Okay, so interesting point. So we could haste, cast Bowmasters with haste, shoot them for 1. They get a 7, 6. How much can we shoot them for? So Bowmasters puts them to 7, and then the attack is another. Yeah, so we're 1 short with the Phoenix. We could escape the Nether Goyf. No, we can't, because we don't have 4 types, so that's not an option. The more conservative option is to just go Bowmaster's ping, escape a Phoenix to give it flying. I think I'm going to do that. I think let's go Bowmasters. Possibly should have hasted the Bowmasters. Probably dead to spell snare here. Or subtlety. Dead to quite a lot. Oh, although we do have the Doughty Voidwalker. Okay, so we'll ping the opponent. I'm going to bestow the Phoenix on the Orc Army. Get rid of Hollow One Nethergoyf. And then we go. That's flying and haste. So yeah, we're 1 point short. Oh. No, I've messed up. Well, I thought we were 1 point short, but I forgot we could put the Phoenix on this and haste the Bowmasters, and that would have been lethal. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I can attack with Voidwalker, put them to 4, but then we can't hold up counter spell. But we've got a flyer anyway, even if they kill this. I'm going to attack with this. Yeah, that was. Oh, I'm not playing. Not seeing it today. Yeah, again, coffee time after this, I think. I just miscounted because I thought, oh, we can give this haste and then put a Phoenix on it and we're 1 short. But putting Phoenix on the Orc Army is both better for removal reasons, and it would have been the last point of damage. Okay, we draw a Mako. What if I attack with everything now? We can either attack with everything or cycle this in hope of getting something better. I kind of want to attack with everything. So we go haste, attack. They can't block this. If they go removal, block. If they go removal here, I think I'm just going for it now. Stern Scolding, so we could counterspell that, but that doesn't really accomplish anything. So if I still attack with everything, definitely attacking with this. If I attack with these two, they go block here, take 1. We're then dead to removal. Although, can we then bestow another Phoenix? We'd have 2. We're not dead to removal anyway. Do we wait a turn? Oh, let's go for it. We'll make him have it. Okay, well, we made them have it and they didn't play that one particularly well. Could have gone for it the turn before. I think, yeah, identifying the math with Frog was good, and it's a weird one to play around. But yeah, glad to emerge victorious given a few misplays. But I think it's good to think about what we could have done better. So the Spell Bomb, I should have had a Phoenix in play a lot earlier. Although the Phoenix in play on would have been on, what would it have been on? I think it was like a Hollow One or something, or a Nethergoyf. Yeah, no, so that was a big misplay, thinking about the timing, because given that the opponent had given us a window to put the thing into play, I think I got greedy. So that's the first thing to be aware of. And then the second one there is just thinking through exactly, after we make the Bowmaster play, what's the ball going to look like? And yeah, we could have hasted both of these creatures. And that is a big strength of this deck. You know, we're able to put out a lot of damage seemingly out of nowhere with Phoenixes and Arena of Glories and stuff. So, yeah, definitely things that could have been improved, but good to get the win anyway in a difficult matchup. In general, I think the matchups go the other way around. You usually have a reasonable time against Energy and a very, very hard time against Frog, but we'll take it and move on to round 3. Right, on the draw, no lander. If we manage to get a land off of Street Wraith, maybe, but yeah, going to mulligan that one. This one's good. Keep this. I'm going to put back... Is it just Arena of Glory? Yes. Because I want to be able to play... Okay, they go Guide of Souls, so it's an energy matchup again. Yeah, I wanted to be able to go Nethergoyf with a bit of power, keeping the Bloodstained Mire. Here, I'm just going to go Blood Crypt and then pass. I think we're just going to kill the Guide of Souls. Like, Guide of Souls is just too good to let live. I'm just going to bolt it now, take less damage. Like, it gains some life. It makes their creatures bigger than ours. Okay, so here, let's cycle the Wraith first. We find Burning Inquiry. I don't want to go... I don't want to play anything that can just die to Flage, so I think we're going to Looting first. See if we find a hollow one. We don't find a hollow one, so we'll go discard land. Land? Maybe we should have cycled Street Wraith first. Could be land, Burning Inquiry. No, I think I'm just going to get rid of some lands. Cycle another one in case we find a hollow one. We don't. Do I want basic swamp? No, they've got a Goblin Bombardment out. I think I'm going to play a basic swamp. Alright, so we've got 4-5 in play. Opponent can't kill that with Flage plus Bombardment. Okay, Spyro's pretty good. Spyro's very good. Yeah, they dump a Flage in as well. Okay, so we could bestow Phoenix. Crash in for... We'd lose one type, so we'd crash in for 5, but then we can't play anything else. Trouble with Voidwalker is it just dies next turn to Flage. They have Arena of Glory as well. Kind of want to Burning Inquiry, but what are we looking for? Burning Inquiry, look for a land and discard Phoenix. Don't find land. We discard Hollow one. We do have another Nethergoyf though, so we'll go attacking. Opponent discards land, discharge Flage, so it's potential they don't have another land. Play another Nethergoyf and pass. Okay, I think we can just concede there. Nothing we can do. Flage does seem to be the problem. I wonder if we do want Leyline. Probably not, but definitely bringing in these two and these two. Bowmaster's really good. Get rid of a couple of laws, and I can't remember what I trimmed last time. Did I trim Douthies? Could trim all the Douthies. So we could go 4 Douthie out for 2 Leyline of the Void. Don't necessarily like that too much, but Flage is the problem. Let's try that. I mean, I don't love bringing in 2 Leyline, but like if we have it in our opening hand, we have ways to discard it. I think we'll try that. Okay, this hand's very controlling, but I don't think we can keep hands like this because we'll just die to a Flage. This is better. I'm gonna bottom. I think it's just might just be Bowmasters so that we can try and Burning Inquiry. I'm gonna get rid of Bolt, I think. And I think I'm gonna play the Nethergoyf on one, or do we just want a Burning Inquiry? Either way, let's get Blood Crypt. Because Nethergoyf on one at least lets us. Yeah, I'll play the Nethergoyf. This is bad into Galvanic Discharge, but better into a creature. Okay, they do have the Discharge, but also keeping our Burning Inquiry, because if we find a land here, okay, so now we can just go looting, which is better. Oh, come on, no lands. I think we'll just get rid of the 2 Makos. Cast a hollow one. Because yeah, we really want Bowmasters plus Inquiry like we saw in that earlier game. Where? Okay. Okay, so that's good. We find a land. Let's pass the turn. There's Guide of Souls, that's okay. Okay, so we'll fetch. I think we're fetch shocking again. I kind of want all our colours here. Boatmasters. Okay, well, that's a reasonable draw. We'll try for a Burning Inquiry. If the opponent goes for Thraben Charm, kill our Bowmasters, we can kill the Lingering... Yeah, we can kill the Guide of Souls in response. So they'll deal 0 damage to our Bowmasters. Okay, and then attack for 5. One of the stronger players of the deck, obviously. Keeping a Bolt is good. Probably would have preferred Hollow One, but okay, they get rid of the Orc Army. Okay, they get rid of both things, which is obviously a little bit annoying. Okay, Mako. Yeah, we'll play the Mako. We could bolt them end of turn, which would put the opponent dead to a land. See what they play. Ranger Captain. Okay, so probably just going to bolt that. Maybe actually just bolt the Guide of Souls here. Yeah, I think we're, given they're on 6, I'm just going to bolt Guide of Souls. Oh, if we bolted them, that would have actually been lethal, but pay red and get rid of Leyline, because that's useless, and that's 4 creature. Attack for 3. Opponent needs an answer now. Okay, they don't find one, fortunately enough. So that worked. think we're just resubmitting. I think the couple Leyline of the Void is fine. I'm not totally convinced. Yeah, so it sounds good. I mean, I think it's fine. You know, we saw last time the problem with turn 1 Nethergoyf, but okay, there's Guide of Souls. Okay, there's another Nethergoyf. So I'm gonna go land Mako and then fetch shock Nethergoyf, I think. Because next turn, if we just go, like, Burning Inquiry puts a load of counters on this, but see. Oh, fetch, that has kind of messed up. Yeah, again, think about the mana here. Because I kind of wanted to play 2 Nethergoyfs. Oh, and again, I should have I should have fetched there. I'm going to Burning Inquiry now. We get super lucky there. But that brings Nethergoyf out of range of Galvanic Discharge. Well, it doesn't actually, but you do get lucky there. I should have fetched shocked in order to play 2 Nethergoyfs last turn. Tarfire is one of the best draws. So you can just go attack. If they block, we're fine with that. If they don't, I'm probably not going to play for Tarfire. Okay, Celestial Purge. Sure. So now we'll just go Goyf number 2, play this, pass the turn. So we'll save the Tarfire. If they don't play we're probably killing it, especially if they play a creature. Okay, there's no Flays to escape. Could go Seasoned Pyromancer or something. Okay, so now we just Tarfire. Maybe I shouldn't have Tarfired there, but okay, Anoint is really nice. So now we just go attack with everything, exile the Ajani. What if we go exile this now? No, still not quite enough. So the Tarfire, maybe we were meant to keep it. Surgical Extraction, Tarfire. Okay, well they go to 10. So they know we've got Anoint. Well, does that take instant out? It does. Okay, they're just blocking. Oh, they get to block both. So we'll exile that. Opponent has 0 cards in hand though. They need a Seasoned Pyromancer really. Ranger Captain's pretty good as well. They might get Ocelot Pride. Yeah, Ocelot Pride. That's an interesting one. I think I will do that. Like we can draw Phoenix, another and a Phoenix. So Phoenix here. What if we just attack? We could go Anoint here. Adds an instance. They would then have to block, and they're just completely on the back foot. Anoint here. They have to block because we haven't currently got an oh, we do have an instant. Okay, so they wouldn't have to block. Right, so how do they get back in this game? I think I just want to attack with both. See what they do. If they double block, we're fine with that. Okay. Do this one. Okay, so we'll just hold up the Anoint. I mean, there's no way we let the Ocelot Pride connect. So they need, I guess, some of that Flage. Oh, I have another Pride, but that's fine. We can just bestow the Phoenix, actually. Cycle here. I guess they go to 7. Can we Phoenix? I mean, yeah, we'll bestow on... Oh, I guess we just bestow on the hollow one and they can't block. Get rid of Street Wraith. Yeah. So yeah, we just put it on the Phoenix. They can't block the hollow one and just die. So yeah, good to get our revenge on energy. Let's move on to round number 4. Right, on the draw here, I think this is a bit slow. 4 lands, not really where we want to be. This is a lot better. So we're going to keep. I think we're putting back our land. Basic swamp probably. Because here we want to just go turn 1 Mako. Turn 2 we could Burning Inquiry. Darksix Shores, so might be mill. We draw the mountains. I'm going to actually play the mountain. A couple of reasons. A, we know that there's a land on the bottom of our deck that we don't really want to draw. Also, if this is mill, we don't want to necessarily fetch, although we're going to have to fetch at some point. Okay, so opponent considers, which makes it potentially less likely. Okay, so to be Burning Inquiry now, I think I want to wait 1 more turn. Because then we potentially get full value out of Bowmasters, and if this is Frog, it plays better around Counterspell because we're gonna get to potentially land a Bowmaster in their turn. We could go for it right now, but I don't think because going for Bowmaster now, yeah, the upside is making an extra token, dealing them an extra point of damage. The downside is if they have Spell Snare, they get to use their mana then and there in our turn. Same applies to Fatal Push, really. So just a couple of considers so far, but we get to have we get to spell on the end of their turn and then double spell. So Blood Crypt, Orcish Bowmasters. I guess the plus would have been it played around Counter Spell. Okay, they did have the Spell Snare. Don't want any more lands, really. Okay, so I guess we want to play the land? No, I think we're Burning Inquiry. Wouldn't be too surprised to see this get counterspelled. Okay, let's push the Mako. Okay, so we find Nethergoyf. I'm going to go and get our swamp here. Can we bestow the Phoenix? Potentially. So we'll play Nethergoyf. Bestow. Take out. We want to keep the Tarfire, so Law, Bowmasters, Mako, Inquiry. Five with haste. Opponent discarded 2 lands and a sink, so they have here. Could be Murktide Regent, which would be a little bit rough. Yeah, it's an 8/8. Gonna struggle to get through that. Okay, well, Burning Inquiry. Maybe I should have cycled. This has the upside of potentially. I mean, if it puts this into the graveyard, that is good. Ooh, Orcish Bowmasters is rough. Okay, well, there's not much we can do about that. They put a load of damage on the Nethergoyf, which is interesting. Oh, we discard our hollow one, but this is now an 8/9 at least. Why are they... Okay, so they put a load of damage on the Nethergoyf. Oh, no, don't want to... Because weirdly it can now block the Murktide. I'm going to play the land so that we can surveil. I mean... if the opponent just goes Fatal Push, it's yeah, obviously very good. Okay, we do get to keep the Murktide at bay. Maybe I should have surveilled Sorcery Speed so I could have potentially hit a Phoenix. So we know they don't have Fatal Push. I'm going to top that one, I think. If we attack, they're hitting back for 13, which isn't lethal. Yeah, we're going for it here. What is this? Deals combat damage to a player. Okay. Put a chorus counter on it. Draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, so let's see if they double block. Okay, that's okay. I think we just take that. I'll just let that happen. And then in their upkeep, I'm just going to go for our Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, do you have a counter spell? Okay, they attack with everything, which is 13 damage. We go down to 2. Not only we can't flashback our looting now, though. Okay, maybe that was a misstep. Don't know, I didn't expect Malcolm, to be fair. So now we go block. Yeah. Okay. We go block and we're dead to the Orc army. Bowmaster's very good against us. So we saw Murktide. We didn't see Frog, but I'm assuming Frog's in there. So I'm going to bring in the Afflictions. Take out the Goblin Laws. kind of want Thoughtseize, but I don't know if it's just if we just want to force stuff through instead. Phoenix good, Netherglyph's good, all this stuff's good. Oh, like Bolt and Tarfire probably better if they're playing Malcolm. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with this. We saw they were playing Orcish Bowmasters, so having answers to that is quite important when a lot of our cards say draw 3. Draw 2, draw 3, so yeah, I think we'll go with that. Leyline can be good, but it's much better against the Oculus deck that we played previously. So yeah, I think we'll just sideboard like that. Right, yeah, be on the play. This hand's a bit weird. Is it weird enough to mulligan? I think it is. Like, Netherglyph's not powered up by anything. We can't discard the Phoenix. Like we can go Mako, turn 2, discard Hollow 1, but no, that doesn't seem like a winning line. This is better. This is a lot better. So now this play pattern comes up a fair bit. I'm actually going to fetch Shock here, in case we find in case something changes. This land's always going to have to fetch Shock in all likelihood. And we might, if something drastic changes, we might want to play Voidwalker. But the classic line here is going turn 1 Mako, turn 2 looting Hollow 1. Okay, finding another one of those is not ideal. I guess we'll play out our mountain first. Yeah. Really don't want this getting spell pierced, but okay, they play Consider. I wonder if they're wondering whether to force this. They do put one on top. Okay, I'm actually going to discard both these Voidwalkers. We're not casting them anytime soon. But yeah, we get to cast a Hollow 1. Let's do this at sorcery speed. Get some use out of our auto pass. Attack for 3. So yeah, that's the big. You know, we get to guarantee the Hollow 1 on this turn. We get to put a load of counters on the Mako. See what. Happens. Wouldn't mind a Burning Inquiry. Obviously waiting for next turn. I keep drawing these Voidwalkers. It's going straight to combat. Attack for 7. Get to hold up spells. Obviously if they go for Malcolm here, it's a 2/1 that we can Bowmaster. Okay, they get double island. So yeah, cast this. They have to have subtlety if they don't want this to be a thing. Yep. I guess it could be bait, and they're now gonna like Toxic Deluge, but no, that seemed pretty good. Yeah, nothing to say, I don't think. Just resubmit. Obviously a little bit of a strange list. The fetching of the double island implies they're playing around Blood Moon, which is not in our deck, but it is often in Black Red Hollow 1. Haven't played any of the green Hollow 1, the Vengevines in. Do you want to play that? See what happens. It's actually Monday here now in the UK, so I think we've got a few hours to go until the banned and restricted announcement. Might put up a little bit of video on that. Could be an interesting time. Like, I think we're just while we're waiting, might as well give a few thoughts on it. I think we're definitely expecting a Underworld Breach ban, and I think I agree with that. Weirdly, the Breach games can be quite interesting, and I do concede that there's always going to be a best deck, and Breach is, you know, it's not like, I mean, it's very unfair, but it has some play to it. But I think the card's just too good. The card Underworld Breach is banned in every other format, I think. It's not banned in Legacy, in Vintage, I don't think, but it's definitely banned in Legacy. And, you know, it's just so powerful. They could reban Mox Opal, but I think there's a lot to play with that card, and I think there's a lot more interesting stuff. I think Underworld Breach is only going to keep getting better. So whether we'll get some unbans, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, interesting time. We're going to keep this. So this has, again, we're going to play it a turn behind. I guess given that the opponent has Bowmasters, maybe I'm meant to just inquiry on one. I'm going to fetch Shock. We're definitely playing something. I think I'm just going to inquiry. I think that on the draw, given that we've got a hollow one in hand, if the opponent just goes Bowmasters on turn 2 and we, that's rough. We discard our other black source as well. We just kind of get got. I guess this was always going to be the risk, but yeah, I don't know. Like, we discard Malka. We discard some good stuff. You know, they discard a lot of actual cards. Okay, there's our second black source. So we could either go hold up Bowmasters. We could go Mako Surveil Land. We could go double Mako. I think I'm just going to play my Bowmasters. It's close, but just jamming sorcery speed spells into this. We could have played the Raucous Theatre as another option, but if they go Bowmasters now, we want to be able to Bowmasters. Looks like they fetched Shock there. Maybe considered playing a Bowmaster. I think we do Bowmaster. Shoot them for 1. Okay, they have another Bowmaster, but that's okay here. You know, it taps them out in their turn. We get to now play something out potentially. Okay, that's actually pretty good because we can go. I'm gonna go and get a basic swamp, and then we can go Dauthi Voidwalker. Bestow the Phoenix onto the Voidwalker. Get rid of Hollow One, Burning Inquiry. And this plays around like push. Can't Stern Scolding this. Oh, they have Dismember. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to attack with both. If they block the Orc Army, we're fine with that. Put them to 8. I guess Murktide is an issue. Okay, they do attack. Let's see what we can. Obviously, we don't want to cycle these Makos. Okay, Bolt is good. Let's go land, because if we hit a Phoenix, we'll probably bestow that one. Graveyard here. Combat. Attack. And I'm just going to dump out 2 Makos. Could be a stern scolding here. They play an Orcish Bowmasters, but why would they play it now? Not when... Not sure on that one. Obviously that's pretty good for them to have. Maybe we shouldn't have attacked in with our Orc army for that reason. Spellbomb doesn't do a great deal here. Psychic Frog. Okay. Another Mako. So I guess we just attack with the Phoenix. If they... Maybe I meant to bolt the Frog anyway, but the trouble with bolting the Frog... so now we just bolt it. Because if we bolt it, they can spell bomb and then keep it alive. I think I'm just playing out all of my stuff. Like, there's no point in cycling that really, because they just have two. But yeah, no, definitely not. Because like we cycle that, they just Bowmaster kill both. We have to just accept now that we can't draw cards, pretty much, like extra cards. Might attack with these though. Well, right. So this is a good point. Just a bit of a weird like rule. It does come up quite a lot in modern play. So it's the order in which triggers go on the stack. So if we draw 3, discard 3, it's the active. It's called AppNap. The active player, non-active player. So the active players, which is whose turn it is, their triggers go on the stack first, which means they resolve last. So here, if we Burning Inquiry, our Mako triggers will go on the stack, and then the opponent's Bowmaster triggers will go on the stack. So, which means that they'll just mow down all of our creatures. Yeah, so that is a completely dead draw. If we attack with everything, I don't think that's really what we want to do. So I think, yeah, just holding pattern is probably better. Like, it doesn't make too much difference here, I don't think. But yeah, it's definitely one that's worth being aware of. Opponents on 2 life, and yeah, just our lowly 3 mana 2/2 with flying gets there. So yeah, we're 3-1. Let's play the 5th and final round. Right, yep, be on the play here for this round, and yeah, this sounds great. I think I'm gonna fetch Shock. Do we fetch Shock, or do I play the Blood Crypt? Doesn't really matter. I think I'll just put a Blood Crypt in, and then we can decide next turn. Play the Mako. Maybe I was meant to play Nethergoyf. Given that we're going to double spell this turn, I was probably meant to play Nethergoyf. It's likely to be bigger. Swift Spear. Okay, so it's probably some sort of Black Red style burn deck. So we are going to want to fetch a basic here. That's a reasonable draw. So let's go land. Basic Swamp. Nethergoyf. Burning Inquiry. We we do discard Hollow One, which is a bit annoying, but apparently discards 2 Eidolons and a Sunbait Canyon. We don't mind getting out of their hand. We attack for 4. There was something to be said for holding lands to make it more likely we keep the Hollow One. Bump in the night. Sure. Sure. Right, see. Okay, another Phoenix. Can we bestow 2? No. If I bestow 1, we attack for 6. I could just play 1. Attack for 8. I think I'm going to play 1 to block the Swift Spear. It's a bit weird, but or we just bestow here, attack for 6. They go to, yeah, I think actually I'm going to bestow but keep the Nethergoyf back. Bestow here, red. Get rid of Hollow One, Burning Inquiry. Play a land. Attack for 6. Because next turn, if we put them to 8 here, then the other Phoenix just hardcast is lethal. I guess this is bad into exactly land. What's it called? The landfall one. Okay, no attacks. Ooh. Now, do I, if I fetch and go to 9, if they have exactly bolt, 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 I mean, we kind of want to, yeah, I don't think we can, like, if they have bolt, 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 fine. Burning Inquiry can hit the bin, grows the Nethergoyf a little bit. Bowmasters. Okay, so I just hardcast the Phoenix. I guess they could have Lightning Bolt. If they have 1 bolt, kill the Phoenix. So yeah, they can just block this anyway. So let's attack with both of those in the air. That would be fine if they have to bolt a Phoenix. Maybe we should have attacked with Nethergoyf. Yeah, that was dumb because they would have had to block anyway. Don't want to play a land. Does it matter? Probably not. We get a 5. So they, what's that? Mardu burn. Did to 2 burn spells still. Yeah, I should have attacked with Nethergoyf there. They would have just chumped with Swift Spear, but at least the Swift Spear would be gone. Okay, burn. So what do we want to do against burn? I think we just want to retain most of our, I guess we could cut some Street Wraiths, bring in some Anoints, maybe just bring in those. Yeah, we saw Eidolon of the Great Revel, so these, and they power up the Phoenix. Yeah, this is fine. Probably play everything a turn or so behind. So there's a guide. So okay, Phoenix. This is a good one. So what we can do now is just go Bloodstained Mire pass. We'll take our extra trigger from the guide. Then we can go Tarfire. Yeah, so we'll just go Tarfire the guide. Take our free land. Mountain. Tarfire here. Next turn we get to play two things. The Netherglyph is out of removal range as well, which is nice. Drawing a lot of lands. Go to 13. Glyph. Who's a 3/4 at the moment. Play our Mako as well. I think we have one more basic mountain in the deck. See if they fetch. They do fetch. Sacred Foundry. Something getting bolted. Is it us getting bolted? Could have Path to Exile on the Netherglyph. Something that has been previously played in burn decks. Okay, they choose to bolt the Mako. I feel like that's probably not what they want to be doing, but especially with Eidolon in hand. Okay, that's a good draw because now we can just go. I mean, it's going to cost us some life, but we just go land. I'm just going to mow down the Eidolon. I guess we should attack first. If they... Oh, no, that was dumb because this is going to power up the Netherglyph. Yeah. And there's no way they block. So, yeah, what I should have done there was play this first. Take 2 from this. Shoot Eidolon. Inquiry. We get at 8. It is risky. The opponent did miss a land though. Crackling Doom is one I've not seen in a while. So yeah, we would have actually hit our opponent for a lot extra damage because he's got Hollow One and Phoenix, and that would have been a lot more. I don't think it matters because we now have a 7/8 that we're able to give flying, and we have nothing in hand, but we have a stacked graveyard. We're able to block. See if the opponent can find their way out of this. Like really, they need land. Triple 1-mana burn spell. Bolt Wave. Okay. Usually a good matchup. We're just usually a lot quicker than them. You know, when they're not really interacting with what we're doing, our creatures just get out of hand really quickly, and we usually a turn or so faster. We saw there that the opponent chose to bolt our Mako. I'm never one to really say, you know, that was wrong. We don't know what was in the opponent's hand. We don't know what their plan was, but I'm a bit surprised because I would have thought on the play they just want to throw burn spells at our face. I guess they were worried about us going Burning Inquiry and this becoming a 4/4 and them not being able to bolt it. But yeah, happy with that. I think the deck's still really good. We'll have to see what happens with the bans, but we didn't play against any Breach today, so hopefully the league remains relevant. But do let me know if you saw any other things that we could have done better, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.